What's up, guys? Welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. If you are new here and you have stumbled upon my page, I hope that you'll check me out and then consider hitting that subscribe button. While you're at it, you might as well hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date every single time I drop a new video. I'm EBE and this is The M Effect.
I think I started something.
Okay, so for today's video, I wanted to touch just a little bit on fashion, food, and of course fragrance as it relates to fall. All right, really quickly, I'm using natural light, so you may see the lighting shift just a bit because the sun is moving. But getting right to it, we're gonna start with fashion. When it comes to clothes and fashion, fall is definitely my favorite time of year. Now, I am not a fashionista by any means, but I feel like my attire, my ensembles during the fall, they hit different, okay? I serve more looks in the fall than I do in the summer. Truthfully, in the summer, I'm really just trying to survive from day to day and not melt my life away, okay? If you know anything about the South, Texas specifically, Houston more specifically, it gets hella hot down here. And so serving a look is not my #1 concern. I am going more for comfort in the summer. So in the summertime, I can give a little, but in the fall, I feel like I can give a lot more. All right, so speaking of fall looks, one of the things that I really love to utilize in zhuzhing up my look or my outfit are accessories. And one of my absolute accessories are bags. If you know me, you know I love bags, okay? So today I have a bag from Teddy Blake that I am just so excited to share. Now, I'm sure you've seen and heard about Teddy Blake by now, but when they reached out to me and they said they wanted to send me a bag, y'all, I was so giddy with excitement. I was so excited! Teddy Blake provides a luxurious experience at affordable prices. With 100% genuine Italian leather, the beauty is found in the quality and the detailed craftsmanship of their designs from expert artisans. With different options in finishes like pebbled, smooth, textured, or exotic, you are bound to find a bag to match your lifestyle. So one of the things that I have consistently heard about the Teddy Blake brand is the quality of the leather. And you guys, I am a believer. I am a believer of the craftsmanship, the look, the feel, the smell of this leather. There is not a thread out of place, a stitch out of place. There aren't any loose leather shavings. This is top-notch quality. And y'all, when I tell you that this leather feels so supple, it feels incredible. Now, one of the hardest decisions for me to make was picking a style and then picking a color. Teddy Blake has so many different options, y'all. When I tell you there is a bag to fit your lifestyle, there's definitely a bag to fit your lifestyle. And I landed on the Ava 9-inch, the Ava Gold 9-inch, and the color is dark green. And when I say this is perfect for the fall season, I definitely am gonna wear this year round, but for the fall, this is going to serve so many beautiful looks, okay? So I'm just gonna get into the details of the bag. So you have your 2 straps here in the front, and there is a magnetic closure of the flap like that. And then on the inside, y'all, there's like this suede or microfiber type material. It feels so luxurious, first of all. Now, it comes with a key tag and a lock, and this lock is substantial. It's not a cheap type of lock. It has some good weight on it. So this is a cute key tag to add to the bag, as well as a strap. And this strap has several different notches on it so you can adjust it. Now, I doubt that I will use this strap because when I saw this bag, I knew I was going to use it as a top handle. I am a top handle girl, okay? There's just a feminine vibe that is given off with a top handle bag, and I am here for it. So I'm primarily going to use it for a top handle, as a top handle, but it does have your grommets here to hook your strap on, and it also has the name Teddy Blake branded on there. I think that is really cute. So on the back of the bag you have a zipper, which is buttery smooth, okay, that glides with no problem, and the pocket is pretty deep. I don't know if you can, and I'll probably show a video of me checking out this bag, but the pocket back here is pretty deep. Okay, love that. And going back on the inside, so on the inside you've got another zippered pocket. Again, that zipper is buttery smooth, and that it's a substantial size in depth with that pocket as well. And then right in front of that you also have a slip pocket for easy access. So I am overjoyed that Teddy Blake reached out, and I cannot wait to style this bag this season. So if you are ready to secure your perfect bag for fall, I will have all the information for you in the description box down below, and you can save up to 60% off on the website. Now with the code TBEVE30 you can save an additional $30 off your purchase. I will have the link down below that you can shop, and again the code is TBEVE30. So I want to thank Teddy Blake for collaborating with me. I am so stoked about using this, and I cannot wait. So to go along with my beautiful bag. So it was at this very moment that I started cringing the rest of the way through editing because my bra strap is showing. Please ignore, don't judge, and just enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you. One of the things that I am ready to get into for this fall season is the denim on denim look. Now, fun fact, denim on denim is also coined as the Canadian tuxedo. And there is a backstory around that. I want to say it dates back to like the 1950s or 1960s. I think it was a celebrity who showed up to an award ceremony and he had on Levi's denim, a top and bottom if I'm not mistaken, and they turned him away. And so then a designer found out about it and decided to make him a custom denim tuxedo, and that's what coined the Canadian tuxedo. So that's the gist of the story. Now, this used to be a fashion no-no or a fashion faux pas, but denim is so integrated now into pop culture that it really is a subconscious influence, okay? I also love how denim can serve as a neutral look, a neutral piece, and then you can add pops of color through your bag or your shoes to jazz and spice up your look. Next is high neck or turtleneck. Now, for me, there is something about a high neck garment that adds a little bit of sophistication, a touch of class, and honestly, I feel like it also adds a teeny bit of mystery to the person too. For me personally, I do have a long neck, so I think a high neck garment just accentuates and complements my stature. But I do not like a turtleneck that is suffocating or restricting. I like to have room to move about freely but still give a look when I need to give a look. I also don't like, and maybe it's called a cow high neck, but I don't like the slouchy, super open high neck either, because to me personally, and this is just me, it looks really sloppy. So I'm not into the overly open high necks, but I love a good, comfortable feeling turtleneck slash high neck, and it's definitely a fall look to be given. Then there's leather, of course. Now, whether it be pants, a top, a dress, or a jacket, I am here for it. There really is no fall or autumn season without some leather in it. Now, for most of us, I think we dibble and dabble with pleather, but hey, to each his own. No discrimination here. Now, in my opinion, I think leather has the capability of elevating your look to a certain extent. Now, keep in mind, there are varying degrees of this material. Some of us like pure 100% leather, and leather only. And a bunch more of us will explore the pleather options. And within the pleather world, there are varying degrees of quality. We are automatically Xing out the super cheap. We don't want to look cheap in pleather. It's already not real leather. So let's get some high quality pleather, okay? We like billowy, soft, luxurious looking leather or pleather. So in that space, I really feel like it helps to elevate a look and give you a bit of sexy edge as well. Last but not least are knits. How can you have a fall season without knits? You've got your knit sweaters, your knit tops, your knit sets. Knits are a fall staple and must have, in my opinion. Matter of fact, this top is a knit top and it's perfect for the fall season. It's giving fall colors. It's giving a little bit of peekaboo-ness with the one shoulder, but knits are definitely my jam and I cannot wait to get back in them. I don't like to be overly hot with knits, so I love a good breathable knit material. Yeah, they are an easy go-to when you don't really know what to wear for the fall season. You can easily find a nice knit set to give you the look that you're looking for. All right, so next category is food. Now, if you don't learn anything else about me, know that your girl loves food, and she definitely, I love to eat, okay? So during the fall season, I feel like there are staple items that just come back out and they are just ready to be eaten up. So the first thing is pumpkin anything. Pumpkin spice lattes, pumpkin pound cake, pumpkin whatever. Pumpkin takes over the last 3 months of the year. I swear, pumpkin just goes awry and you've got it in every single thing. Matter of fact, I was in Marshall's 2 weeks ago and I saw pumpkin risotto. Pumpkin risotto. Like, really? Can we leave the risotto alone? Now you're adding pumpkin. So anyways, pumpkin takes over the last part of the year and I have fallen into the pumpkin realm, okay? I used to be really big into pumpkin spice lattes from Starbucks. Not so much anymore. I don't really care for them, but there is a new pumpkin cold cream something drink that Starbucks has come out with. So I am definitely going to try that one of these weeks or so. But I do love a good pumpkin pound cake too. That's delicious. That's pretty much it in the pumpkin space, but I'm here for just the fall vibes that pumpkin signifies. So I know there are lovers and haters of the pumpkin craze. I personally am here for it because I just love the feeling that it brings and what it signifies. That it's the changing of the seasons. I love the holiday seasons, and so if it's gonna take pumpkin to bring people together, then hey, I'm here for it. Then there's gumbo. I can just taste it in my mouth right now. I am so ready to get me a good old bowl of gumbo. Now, if you've never tasted or heard of gumbo, it is primarily a southern dish and it's so popular in the South, especially once the cooler temperatures hit. They're bringing out the big pots and they're boiling up some gumbo. Now, there are different variations of gumbo. There is sausage, chicken, there's sausage and chicken, there's seafood gumbo. There's also gumbo made with okra, which I am not a huge fan of that. I can X out the okra and I would be a-okay with that. Now, me personally, I've only made gumbo once, but I do want to try my hand this year in making a delicious pot of sausage and chicken. Maybe I'll make it a couple of times because I also want some seafood gumbo. Y'all, I'm so ready. Now, there is a knack for making, not everybody can make gumbo, okay? Not everybody has the gift to produce a quality meal in gumbo. Just keep that in mind. The biggest telltale sign is the color of your roux. If you do not know what roux is, that means you do not need to make gumbo, okay? But just know gumbo is a dish that I am so ready and here for. And then there's just the holiday season in general, okay? So we've got Thanksgiving on the horizon, we've got Christmas right behind that, and with that comes loads and loads and loads of delicious, savory dishes. Now, during the Thanksgiving and Christmas holidays, traditionally there is a turkey or bird of some sort. I am not really a turkey girl because it's dry, okay? But there have been a couple of years where we've had fried turkey and that was pretty tasty. But I'm really a sides type of gal. I love me some good dressing. I love me mac and cheese. I love sweet potatoes. Oof. I love it so much. I love broccoli casserole. I just love it all, and I'm looking forward to getting my entire side life during this holiday season. So that gets me excited too. It also helps to motivate me to get in the gym a little bit more so I can create a deficit, so that way once we go into full gear into holiday season, I am not putting on too much extra weight, because it's super easy to put on weight, especially when you like to eat at the rate that I like to eat, but that's a whole different topic for a different day. But I'm super stoked and excited for the holiday season and all the delicious meals to come. Okay, so the last category, of course I wasn't going to leave you hanging, but they are fragrances. Now, I did post a video of 4 fragrances that are hyped up that are worth exploring for the fall season. Those still hold true. And today I want to share some more affordable fall fragrance options. I'm also going to come out with my official fall list here shortly. And that will be, I guess, like my top 10 list, but that list will have more of the niche, higher end price fragrances. I think I have a couple affordable options in that list as well, but this is primarily just more affordable, okay? So the first one that I am stoked about getting back into this fall season is Rich Warm Addictive from Zara. Y'all, this is coziness in a bottle, okay? I just love sniffing this nozzle, and I've been doing that a lot lately. I've only worn this to bed here, like, I think once. I've only worn this once to bed, but when I smell this, this gets me hyped up for the fall season. And I don't know if I've said this already, I do not enjoy the cold. I do not. I love to dress for the cold. I love to spray fragrances for the cold, but I do not like the cold itself. I just don't. But anyway, since the cooler temperatures are coming, I might as well smell my best, okay? So this has honey. This also has some coconut, which I don't get a whole lot of the coconut, but tobacco is also a note in here, but tobacco is not the star player in my opinion with this fragrance. I don't think vanilla is listed as an official note, but I definitely get a heavy dose of vanilla in this scent, and of course it has sandalwood in it. You know the story. But for me, the honey is a star player, the creaminess from the sandalwood, and then the tobacco comes into play as it dries down. It really dries down like ambery sweet. Again, I think there is a heavy dose of vanilla, even though Fragrantica doesn't list vanilla, but I definitely think there's vanilla in this. But this is a beautiful, very inexpensive fragrance that you can pick up from Zara. This is actually a bottle that I picked up last year. The original bottle was a different look that I had, and I broke that one. I dropped it when I was moving my stuff, so I was kind of salty about that when I went to go repurchase this and they changed up the look. But the fragrance smells the same. Yeah, I'm excited to wear this one. Vanilla Diorama from the Dior Privé line. Now, this fragrance gets a lot of mixed reviews. I personally happen to enjoy it, and honestly, I enjoy it even more now because it has sat and the juice has turned a bit, which natural vanilla tends to do. So it's going to be a little bit more richer, a little bit more intense this season, so I'm ready to dig in. So this one opens up with a bit of spiciness. It has some pink pepper on the top. It also has some citrus notes. It's got lemon and it's got orange, and then there is some boozy quality in here. So it's got some rum in here, it's got some cacao, it's got some cardamom. Y'all, it's got a bit of complex notes, which is why I think I appreciate this fragrance. On the bottom, you of course have your vanilla, and then you've got some sandalwood and patchouli. But overall, I think this is a perfect vanilla spiced scent for the fall season. There is nothing about this that gives off sexiness in my opinion. For me, this is more of a daytime, I smell good type of fragrance. I think you can also wear this to like your potlucks or your Friendsgivings or just Thanksgiving dinner. But it's a really nice spiced vanilla scent, and it's definitely perfect for the fall season. Perfect Intense from Marc Jacobs. Y'all, when I bought this bottle, there was like this feeling of nostalgia that came over me because I have owned quite a few different Marc Jacobs scents in my childhood years when I was heavily into the brand. I bought, I think, almost every release that he came out with, and then I just kind of stopped. Okay, so I think my nose matured, I matured, and I ventured off into other fragrances. But being able to add another Marc Jacobs back into my collection just made me feel a way, and I'm happy about it. So what I love most about this is the whimsical top. Isn't that the prettiest? I absolutely love that. So what I primarily get from here is a nutty scent. It's predominantly a nutty scent, but it happens right after this kind of sharp floral opening. And I'm not sure if it's a jasmine on the top, but that goes away really quickly, and then I get that almond flare, and then that almond starts to settle in, and it gets a little bit more soothing, a little more creamier as it dries down to the sandalwood at the bottom. And you know, sandalwood. But I love how the sandalwood plays in this because it does get creamy to me, but it's not heavy, it's not super thick. It has a little bit of airiness within it. I love that about this fragrance. So it makes it easy as a day-to-day, just run out and go, I want to smell good type of scent. So absolutely love this one. Excited to get back in it for the fall season. Then there was Myrrh and Tonka from Jo Malone. This is probably one of my favorites from the brand, and I know the brand in general gets a lot of flack because their fragrances just don't last long, and I've given them flack too because I have been salty that some of my faves from the original line just don't give enough. But we also have to realize they are cologne concentrations, and honestly I feel like a cologne is meant to be more of a refresher type scent. Okay, so a cologne has a lower concentration of oil than that of a toilette, than that of a parfum, than that of an extrait. So we can't have too much of a high expectation for a cologne. But the Cologne Intense, y'all, this is giving eau de parfum type vibes, and I'm here for it. So this opens up with lavender. I don't really get a lot of lavender in here. I do get the myrrh. I get some spicy, smoky incensiness, which comes from the myrrh, but I don't know that myrrh gives off spiciness. Maybe it does, but on my skin, I get more of an incensey, smoky type vibe. And then it comes down into some beautiful tonka bean, vanilla, and almond. I cannot get enough of this. I absolutely love this fragrance. And if you have not tried out any of the fragrances in the Cologne Intense line, I would suggest you do. These will provide better performance than those of the regular ones, but this is a staple for me as well, and I'm sure you've heard lots and lots about this fragrance, but this is definitely a great one to have for the fall season. Last but not least, we've got Chloe Nomad Absolute. And it's the Absolute version for me, okay? So I have gotten my nose on the original. It's nice, but it does not do it for me like the Absolute version. This, I don't know, this just gives me a different flair. And honestly, this is a really nice fragrance for year-round. But in the fall season, I feel like it just shines. It comes through on a whole different level. So this is a chypre, so it's got your earthiness. It's got some oak moss and davana. I believe that's in the middle of it. But on top, it's got a mirabelle note, which I think it's a fruit because it comes off a little sweet when I spray it. And then that sweetness melts into the earthiness of the oak moss. And then at the bottom, you've got your musk and your sandalwood. So it is a woody, earthy, slightly sweet type fragrance. I absolutely love this one. So when I spray this and smell this, I visualize I am in a area where leaves are falling, active leaves are falling, and these leaves are the color yellow to burnt orange to slightly red, but they're falling, and once they hit the ground they emit a hint of sweet woodiness, and that's what this makes me think about. But in the fall, this just puts me in the right mindset. It gives me all the feels. This is a beautiful signature scent if you wanted it to be. I don't think it's too heavy, but there's just enough depth in here to make a bit of a statement and have someone ask you what you are wearing. So I don't really talk about this one enough. There's a lot of fragrances in my collection that I realize and recognize and know that I don't speak enough about. So you will see this again soon in my layering video. I do have a combination that I have tried out that I enjoy that would be great for fall. So do expect to see this fragrance again. So Chloe Nomad, absolutely. All right, y'all, so that is today's video. We talked a little bit about fashion, we talked about some delicious meals, and of course, we talked about some fragrances that I am so ready and geeked to dig into for this fall season. So you know what to do. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and rate me down below. And if you haven't commented already, let me know what your favorite fashion item is, what your favorite dish is, or what your favorite fragrance that you're excited to get into for the fall season, okay? I also want to thank Teddy Blake again for collaborating with me. I am so excited to start using my bag. And if you are ready to secure your perfect bag, I have the information for you down below in the description box. Click that link and use the code TDEVE30 to save some coins off your next bag. So I had fun with this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And until the next time, I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.